God. The library again.
I'm a well-read dude.
Getting out a
But,
pen and paper, Jeremy.
hey, Brad, so listen here. You butt dialed me earlier, and then you just hung up on me. You didn't even acknowledge that you butt dialed me.
You need me to acknowledge that I butt dialed you.
No, but you do it to me all the time. If I accidentally call you, I'll look down at my phone 29 hours later, and then I'm like, oh, Brad's still on the phone. And there you are. And you just say that you want to make sure that I'm okay and that Katie's not beating me. Well, I was doing the same. Hey, is this head of lettuce done? We finished with it? I thought that was code for she's beating me up. Meaning your wife, Steph, not my wife.
Are you done?
I mean, do I have to be done? Can I be done? I am done right now, but we'll see.
Jeremy?
Brad.
I want to welcome everybody to the Briggity Bro Bob's Big Time Running Podcast.
Briggity! We are the Briggity! Yes, we are the Briggity! Briggity! Bro Bobs! Bro Bobs, we're the Briggity! Bro Bobs! We run sometimes, and we're a big time podcast! Briggity Bro Bobs, Big Time Running Podcast!
Were you leading a marching band?
I mean, maybe. I learned some moves from the marching band at my school. We don't have one, but if we did, I know I would learn some stuff from them.
See you in one of those tall, furry hats with
The
your
conductor hat,
cane
yeah, dude.
and boots just kicking.
That's right. I would be in the drum line. That's what I would be.
That'd be something.
I would be in the drum line. I've got such rhythm.
You've got what?
Rhythm?
I thought you said Rizzle.
I got that too. I'm Rizzalicious. I'm the mayor of Rizzleopoly.
A Rizzly Bear?
I am a Rizzly Bear. I kept saying all that stuff at the last track meet, and my athlete just walked away from me shaking their head. One of them was like, Dad, Coach, I'm the Mac Daddy around here. It's like, who says Mac anymore? You don't even know what macking is. He's like, I'm the Mac Daddy. All right.
What is macking?
Macking. Hitting up the ladies. Having the rid. Obviously, you never macked.
I've been to McDonald's.
That has nothing to do with the macking I'm talking about.
Interesting.
Did you see my new entries into my bookcase? Got some new ones up there.
What's new? I'm not seeing it. Oh, I see the Calvin and Hobbes. Like
Got
the
that.
entire
Mexican Gothic is a new entry on there, so that's nice. Got a little tomorrow on there, so that's pretty cool. That's that's a little Macbeth.
The idea of you.
The idea of me. Thanks.
Have you read it? Have you
Nope.
seen the movie?
Nope. Look at that. It's like this pen is magical. Oh, Bradford, we're starting off well.
Jeremy,
Brad?
I feel it's time for us to just get into this. I don't think there's any need to go through the formalities, the hellos, how do you do's, how's the trading. We both know how it's been going. It's time to dive head first into what we came here for. And if we finish this in 30 minutes, great.
If it takes us an hour and 30 minutes. Awesome.
I will not let this go for an hour or 30 minutes.
What if I wanted to, Brad?
Well, I will be asleep, so
you'll just keep there, you'll just put your head down, and I'll continue to talk?
Done.
That sounds good.
All right. Challenge time, Jeremy.
Challenges.
So, but a challenge. It's one challenge.
No, the challenge, we have multiple challenges. Number one, motivation. Number 2, fatness. Number 3, like, there's lots of challenges.
Jeremy, I'm pretty sure you've already won the fatness challenge that you're referencing.
Brad, how can you say that? I'm a solid 205 right now. What are you
What,
sitting at?
what are you holding on to that from 3 months ago?
No, I've been doing okay with my eating. Not great, but doing okay. What are you sitting at, Bradford?
No idea. I'm so skinny I don't even need to weigh myself.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not even registering.
Oh, man. Have you read the book, speaking of Elevation by Stephen King?
No.
It's weird and it's not good. So I don't recommend it. But it's kind of about like a disappearing of a person who stops just weighing weight.
Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. So
So
challenge.
what
Oh,
are we
for
doing?
fuck's sake.
I'm just asking what we're doing. What's this challenge you speak of?
You don't know?
I mean,
Jeremy, you don't know?
I might know what it is, but guess who won't know before we tell them? Those folks out there listening to us. Folks out there, nice to meet you. I'm Jeremy. That's Bradford.
Together,
We are the Briggity Bro Bops. A running
I
big
knew it was
time
coming. I know
podcast.
it's coming. So we're going to do a cheap date running challenge.
Cheap date.
Yep.
Like we're going on a date?
Cheap date running challenge. So the goal of this, let's start with what distance are we going to run?
Uh, well, if it's going to be cheap, the shorter the distance, the better,
So
right?
5K.
1 mile.
We're doing a 1 mile race.
Why not?
Nobody is racing 1 mile road races.
There's some out there. Maybe a track race?
Okay, there's some. So what you're proposing is preposterous. Let's move into the land of reality and make it a 5K.
You're hurting my feelings, Brad. So we're doing a
Well, good,
5K.
because what you've come in hot with just baloney.
So
So
we're doing a 5
write it down, 5K.
5K.
So the challenge is a 5K.
Okay.
In what period, Jeremy?
What's today? March the 6th.
Yep.
May 6th, not March. August 6th.
That far away?
July 6th.
Do you know what day that is? That could be a Tuesday.
It's got to happen before that. I don't know what date that is.
Let's do, well, I may have an amazing idea here.
You might
This,
have.
dang it.
What?
How about the weekend of July 27th, 28th?
July 27th, 28th. Okay. Now, this can't be set in stone because Katie has plans for us this summer at a beach house, and I'm not sure what dates. So we might have to
Well,
come
then
back.
I'll have to meet you there, and then I get free room and board, and it's all good.
Okay, that's fine. You can most certainly come and hang out with us at the beach. I don't know that you would want to because
I doubt it, but
we have lots of kids there, most of
ugh,
whom are younger than Elliot.
ugh,
Yeah,
ugh.
it gets a little sketch.
All right.
Okay,
So time frame set.
that gives us 2.5 months.
Now the challenge part.
Okay,
So we're gonna have a finite amount of money to spend.
finite,
Finite.
and we need to have receipts.
That includes the race entry.
Yep.
So race entry.
Okay.
Shoes.
Yep.
I would say clothes, like it doesn't matter.
What do you mean it doesn't matter? When we went in, last when we talked about this, we went in like full tilt.
I'm under the assumption most people have clothes that they
So,
can run in.
so that we can just run in our regular running apparel.
Yes.
We can't buy anything else though.
No.
So what we have, no more
That's
buying
it.
stuff.
Yep.
Brad, that's gonna be really hard for you.
It's a challenge.
That's gonna be really hard for you. Are there days when you don't buy something?
I've been sick a few days before where so race entry, shoes. Are we I'm assuming everybody has a phone. So no Garmin.
I mean, we could go no Garmin. So if I have a
And
phone,
and then think about this, Jeremy. Then when we run the race, like you're just out there running. I kind of like that.
yeah. I mean, ultimately, I don't really care what my pace is anyway, as long as I win first place.
So you can use your phone,
Okay.
but no Garmin watch.
No Garmin. So no Garmin. No Garmin. So
Because
you're
it's
gonna
not
go to
gonna because it's not gonna fit in the cost constraints.
No. Well, Brad, you're gonna say, "Well, I have an Apple Watch, or I'm gonna use my foot
No, it won't.
monitor."
No, it won't.
Okay.
I think the most important part. Well, one, yeah. So you can't use the watch for training.
No watch for training. You can
Yep,
set your phone up for training though.
yep. And you can't wear a watch for the race.
Cool.
So if
Now,
you wanted to bring your phone and be running, and by all means.
not gonna do it though. But for training purposes, are we allowing AirPods like earbuds?
Well, for a long time, iPhones used to come with the AirPods or like with the earbuds.
Yeah.
So I'd say sure.
So whatever we want to use is fine.
Yep. So I
Okay.
think the big thing is shoes because shoes have become increasingly expensive,
They have like the average
especially
shoe
in
now is
the
like 140.
especially in the advent of super shoes.
Oh, Brad, what are you gonna do? I think it's gonna be way harder for you. You are so used to having these super cush, crazy awesome, give you some better performance shoes. You're gonna be like flailing. You're not gonna even know what to do.
I think I'll know what to do. So now
How
we'll
much
set
is it?
some other parameters, but then starting tomorrow morning,
Yeah,
tomorrow's Tuesday, we're recording the day before we release this.
that's right.
So that's May 7th.
That's right.
We have until May 14th to organize what you need.
That means to procure ourselves an entry of a race and our shoes. Everything else is what we already have with no extra buying.
Yep. So with that, no recovery devices, no fancy pants recovery
Brad,
devices.
what have you done to yourself? But I can like so wait if like let's say does that mean I have to go out and buy a new like foam roller?
If it fits in your budget,
But I can't use a foam roller if I have one already. So nothing outside of stretching and drills. Okay, cool.
so no recovery devices.
No recovery devices.
What about gym?
What about what?
The gym.
That's the cost, isn't it?
So you're saying like for a month I'd have to go like if I could fit in the $10 to join Planet Fitness, I'd have to go join Planet Fitness.
That's right. See, I now have a bonus over you because I have access to a gym for free.
No, that Jeremy, it doesn't work that way.
And how does it not work that way? If you had a house that had a
So,
gym in it, I wouldn't say that
no,
you couldn't use it.
Jeremy. how many people have access to a free gym? The point of this is showing that you can run competitively on a fixed budget.
Okay, well, fine. Then I won't go to the gym. It's all gonna be body weight stuff. I'm gonna crush. You just wait. I'm gonna be 191 pounds of solid steel.
So are we saying no gym?
No gym, unless
Okay.
you can fit it.
Okay.
I mean, but that whatever, that's like a month and a half or 2.5 months of gym membership. So let's say it's $25 at Planet Fitness. That's $25.
And and when we run, you can only run in the shoes that we've procured.
That's correct.
Okay.
So
What
how
else?
about, like, I have a question about this. How are we going to compare our 5K?
We're gonna have to do it together.
Okay. Then that means we have to figure out a 5K.
That's kind of what I said before, but
Does our money include the travel expenses to the 5K?
mhm.
I
Okay,
don't.
so it has to be a local 5K for each person.
Okay.
And then we'll do, I mean, I think part of the goal is you've got to try to find the flattest, fastest course that you can get
Bingo. Local 5K. Okay.
on the cheap.
What?
On the cheap.
Yeah. Okay. Now, what
What
happens? Let's say I have an inn at, like, let's say a running shop that collects old and used running shoes, and they come across a pair that's my
you're
size.
just finding ways to cheat is what you're doing.
How is that cheating?
How many people have
So we're acting like we're average people. I can't hear you, Bradford. Your system is bonkers. Your system is bonkers. I can,
it's Levi? He keeps connecting his fucking iPods to every fucking device in this whole house.
your
I
voice
was on a
doesn't match
business
your
call.
mouth.
All of a sudden, you're connected to Levi's iPods.
Your voice doesn't match your mouth. You're doing one of those, like, old school, like, 60s foreign language films that are dubbed over. Talk again?
No.
Okay, it's better now. Or good. Jeez Louise. Levi. That kid. Something else. I don't even know what to do with him.
So no supplements. So like let's set the groundwork that anything other than like you can't buy clothes. I guess you could buy clothes if it fits in the budget. So under the assumption most people have things to run it.
Yeah, I mean, you can run in a cotton t-shirt and a pair of, like, gym shorts. It doesn't matter.
A polo shirt,
Whatever. Yeah.
a button down.
I love my button down.
Well, it's more of a button up, but
I mean, I buttoned it down, didn't I? Or I unbuttoned it.
so the only hats you could wear if you're gonna wear a hat, it's got to be like an old school dad hat or baseball hat. Can't be a running specific hat.
Even though we have, like, you're allowing our
No.
already bought clothes, but not our already bought hats.
Well, what are we gonna say? Okay, Jeremy, you can only wear cotton t-shirts,
I don't know. I mean, I'm wearing a cotton t-shirt right now. I have cotton t-shirts.
shorts, basketball shorts that you have to wear underwear with. We're gonna go that far.
No, but what? But I don't understand why you stop at a hat.
Why I stop at a hat?
Why? Like,
Because most people that are starting running, and if you're on a finite budget, are not buying a running hat.
so why? Okay, so why are we then running clothes? If we have a limited budget, then we should only be able to run in what we can buy with that budget.
So you're gonna go out, and this is now gonna be a $500 challenge where you
No,
gotta buy clothes.
it's a $100 challenge
You're gonna buy one pair of shorts and a shirt and just keep wearing that every day, Jeremy.
every
You're gonna
day,
end
but
up with crotch rot.
I mean that's assuming I have a crotch.
You'll be dead in a week.
That's assuming I have a crotch, Bradford. I don't know that I have one. I couldn't tell you.
You'll have uh, a yeast infection in your ass crack.
That's
You'll
what
have
you have. I
you'll
have
have
never had
jock
one of
itch. You'll have jock feet or
those.
feet.
What?
What is it called when you
So
have like
wait, Brad.
athlete's foot?
So our socks, though, because we have very specific, very expensive running socks that the average person does not have.
So what are you gonna source tube socks?
I mean, so I don't understand where like the
So
line is.
okay, I get it. So but think about this rationally. For $100, you can't buy enough clothes to get you even to the next laundry period.
Okay,
Plus a pair of shoes, plus a local 5K race.
okay, and
Ooh,
then
what about this? So we haven't set a budget yet, but for every dollar over the budget you go, there'll be a time penalty.
what about every dollar you go under the budget?
You get a time bonus.
I like that.
So what is it? So like $5 is 30 seconds.
Whew, that's a lot. Let's go 5 seconds a dollar. That's 25 seconds for $5.
Every dollar is 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay. Over and under.
That's correct.
Over and under.
So shit, if I only spend $70, I'm gonna run like a 14 flat 5K.
I doubt it, but
I don't. Why are you doubting me, Brad? I want to lift you up. I don't want to bring you down.
I still doubt it.
Anyway, all right. So then, what's our ultimate budget? $100.
Well, I think this is going to be dependent on socks, clothes,
So I assume like let's just go with what we have. So just buying shoes and a race entry,
buying shoes, and a race entry.
$100. Like let's say that you get a cheap pair of shoes and your mileage goes up, you might need to get a second pair of shoes. So you might need a budget for that.
You're planning on just tearing through shoes in 2.5 months.
I mean, if you get a $30 pair of shoes, Brad, I'm not sure how long they're going to hold up.
What are you going to Walmart for shoes?
I might.
You're already injury prone.
And then
And then you won't even make it to the race.
I will. You bet I will. I'll steal a damn go-kart, one of the carts from Walmart as I get the shoes, take it home, and I'll be there regardless. I'll scoop that bad boy up.
So are we saying $100?
I think $100.
No running hat.
I mean, unless you want to buy it with your budget.
Okay.
So socks and regular and whatever clothes we have are fine. Anything
Yes.
extra like hat, sunglasses, um,
training supplements,
everything else, and we
goos.
all of that. Yep.
How much do you think a race entry is? Like 25 bucks?
I think you might be able to find, depending on the race and the time, you might be able to find one for free. You might be able to find one for like 20, 25 bucks. I'm going to be willing to drive within like an hour of here, maybe in 2 hours.
Let's also set a minimum threshold. No, you can't drive 2 hours for a race.
It's local. It's
That
Virginia.
is, it has to be in a 30-mile radius from your house.
30 miles? That doesn't even get me to Virginia Beach.
That's right.
30 miles? It gets me to some places in Virginia Beach.
And
Okay.
then let's set a minimum that you have to spend.
Why?
Because you're gonna one cheat. I already know that you're gonna cheat.
How do you know?
You're literally gonna panhandle for shoes outside of running, etc.
I'll go and ask them what they've got for return.
You're gonna dress up like a injured military vet,
No, I'm not.
and then lie literally at the doorway of running, etc., and beg people for shoes. And then next thing you know, you're gonna have what would that be? So
A
every
surplus?
100 times 500 seconds.
That's not quite 10. That's not even 10 minutes.
It's 8 minutes.
8 minutes, some change, yeah.
0.33.
What? Yeah. 20 seconds. 8 minutes, 20 seconds. Sweet. So I could go out and run like a 22, and that puts me at a 16, 14. Sick.
Again, that's why there's got to be a minimum spent.
40 bucks?
I would say 70.
70? Then what the hell's the purpose? $70 that only gives you $30. That's only 350 seconds. That's not even 3 minutes.
Yes.
6 minutes. That's six.
No, make it around three-quarters of the budget. You have to spend three-quarters of the budget, $75.
Have to spend 75. Okay.
And then you can give away as much time as you want. If you want to spend $200 and just be eating shit of seconds, like, I guess go ahead
Yeah,
and be a dumbass.
you'll be adding on 8 minutes. That'll be great. Let's do that. Brad. This is going to be so much harder for you because you are one who just spends, which is awesome.
So what do you think like what's your game plan? What's your initial take on a game plan for how you're going to set this up?
I think I'm going to first find the cheapest pair of wide width shoes I can find.
I'm going to start with the race.
I'm not, because I have a feeling that I can find some race that's super duper cheap around here. Only taking donations.
I think there's a couple of park runs in my area for free.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I'm going to find but I have to spend $75. So if I can find, maybe I do find the race. Maybe I'll look for the race first to see if I can find a super cheap one.
I'm starting with the race because I don't want to lock myself into it for free.
And then you can get a nice pair of $75 kicks. Maybe a retread of a pair of Brooks, because they make those now. I'd be okay with that. I'm excited for this. You definitely didn't go as stringent as I thought you were going to. Like when we first originally talked about it, you were like, "Gotta buy your clothes, socks, your shoes, and your entry."
I think the thing is that you would have to up the budget so much.
You would. Like, so ultimately, what do you think? Is somebody who's just getting into the sport, who wants to get some decent stuff, not the most expensive stuff, and then start like have a goal of a race? What do you think the ultimate budget would be for that? I think you could probably do it without breaking the bank at like 350.
But again, I'm under the assumption that people have clothes to run in, Jeremy.
Yeah, but they're gonna want like yes, they are gonna have clothes to run in, but they're gonna want once they get into more mileage, especially if they're training for like a 5K, they're gonna want some nicer stuff.
How about this? For the race, you have to purchase what you're racing in.
Uh,
The whole thing, soup to nuts,
Socks and everything.
the everything.
Purchase. Yeah. Okay, that throws a wrench in there. I like that.
And so think of this. So one, you're gonna have to get cheap still on clothes.
Yeah.
Two, in theory, you could just wear shorts and go rip off the tarp and just blubber this thing out.
I might have to do that depending on how much money I've spent. But I have to buy the shorts though, and the
I
socks.
know.
Whew. I think you can find some really cheap something for like $3 top. I'm gonna go to the thrift. I'm
I
going
mean,
thrift store shopping.
there may be a way to game this where on race day, you just don't wear socks.
You wear the race shirt. If you get a race shirt,
That sounds pretty expensive for a race kit, though. Like for the race entry.
it could be, but some of them are not that expensive. I don't think.
I, this is where it's at.
I like
This
it.
is this one's gonna be fun.
So I think you set the date for the 14th, but the 14th puts us past our next thing, our next recording.
Yeah.
So why won't we just have it done before then? We don't necessarily have to have the stuff by 4/4 then, but we can talk about what we have done.
Oh, so are we allowed to train between now and then?
I would imagine not until you get your stuff can you start training.
Okay.
So can't train until Jesus. I'm going shopping tonight. Get yo stuff.
Well, it's the shoes, really.
For the right now, yeah. You just have to get your shoes. Fuck. Um, what's the fastest way to get shoes? Amazon. Does
This is kind of
Amazon
the way to
count?
figure it
Like,
out.
does your Amazon membership count into this? I would venture to say most people have an Amazon account.
Yeah, I think so.
All right, man. Oh, buddy.
But I'm thinking you're probably still better off just going and getting like seasons old models at a local running store.
Maybe, but it's a lot harder for me to do because of my width. And I'm not just going to get a pair of shoes that don't fit because that's not going to work. So you can go tomorrow. I'm sure you don't have anything going on tomorrow. I have a track meet all day tomorrow. So I'm really not going to be able to do this tomorrow. I'm going to do this tonight.
This is going to be fun.
I think this is going to be a blast. I'm going to find the fastest 5K in Virginia. I'm going to move so that I'm less than 30 miles away from it. Okay. I'm going to
Uh-huh.
cobble my own shoes with the skin of the animals I kill with my bare hands. Okay? That's the leather I'm going to use. I'm not going to wear anything but a loincloth made of leaves that I picked off of the trees surrounding me. Dude, I'm going to rock this.
So, and let's also clarify, no special treatment.
What do you mean?
Like, because you worked at running, etc., you can't say hook me up or use an employee discount.
I don't have an employee discount anymore. I just get 30%.
That no.
What if I get 10% for being a member of the Tidewater Striders?
Are you a member of the Tidewater Striders?
Indeed, I am. What
Did
happens
it
if.
cost you money?
No. Yes, it did. But what happens if I get a military discount just for looking like I'm in the military?
No. That's cheating.
What, with my good looks? I'm sorry, I look good. I look like I could be in the military.
Jeremy, cheating.
What happens if a pair of shoes falls off the back of a truck? I run up to,
No.
I go and I get them, and magically they're my size.
No.
And
The fact
I
that you have to preface it with magically.
I throw a quarter at the guy as he's driving away. Now that quarter doesn't find its way toward the guy, to the guy, but I have tried to pay. And as I'm walking down the street with my magical shoes, I happen to see a quarter. Maybe the same quarter I threw at the driver sitting in the road, and I get it. Now I've officially paid a quarter for those shoes.
No.
Why are you such a naysayer?
Jeremy, you're again trying to cheat.
I'm merely asking the question so I don't cheat. I want to cover all bases so I know what's fair and what's not.
The fact that you're asking the question speaks everything that you need to know.
Brad, I can look. I Garrett. So you're not going to get special treatment from your little resource, getting
Nope.
all the new fancy shoes. I'm sure you get a discount because of how much money you spent.
Nope.
Yeah,
I won't accept it.
you're going to go there anyway, aren't you? You're going to get yourself some super shoes. Put yourself $150 in the hole just on your shoes, and I'll just win the race by walking it.
No. No.
This is going to be big time challenging for
I'm
you.
looking, I'm even trying to figure out where I can go to find cheap shoes.
I know where I'm going.
Where
Amazon.
are you?
I think I'm going to look. I don't think it can hurt. I'm sure they have a ton of stuff. Like especially wide width stuff. That's going to be the issue again with me. And I know I keep bringing it up, but it is one of those facts that us fat-footed folk have to deal with.
Kind of embarrassing.
It's nothing to do with me, Brad. I can't control that.
It has everything to do with you.
I can't
It's your
control
foot.
it.
I'm not
Yeah,
saying you can control it, but you said it has nothing to do with me. No, it's your foot. It has everything to do with you.
I'm aware that it's got to do with me in the fact that it's my foot, but it has nothing to do with me in that I've done anything to deserve this fat foot. Thanks, Mom.
Well,
Jess didn't get fat feet. Dad doesn't
she
have fat feet.
she doesn't
Mom,
have fat feet.
what? My sister?
Yeah,
No, she's got tiny little skinny feet, but so does my dad. Guess who's got fat feet? Me and my mom. Thanks, Mom. Disappointing. Not gonna lie.
I that is disappointing.
I know. Mom. Disappointed. All right, so what else are we talking about here? I think we're kind of wrapped up, huh?
Yeah, I'm thinking that's it.
Well, look, I can't train nor can you until you get your shoes at least. But like I
Yep.
said, I'm gonna find a race so I can see how much I can spend on shoes till I get right up
I
on
think
to that
I think this
$75.
is going to be a tougher challenge than we're giving it credit for.
I especially with the whole have to purchase your race kit. I think that's going to be the straw that breaks the camel's back. I think I can find the race and the shoes for $75, but I think having to get myself the shorts and if I want to wear socks, the socks. I'd imagine my shoes are not probably going to be something I'd want to wear without socks to run fast, I guess. But you can buy a pair of cheap, like I don't know, cheap socks, I guess.
Could you?
I don't know. Would it be even worth it? Because then your feet might be even more busted up than wearing with no socks.
It's kind of what I'm thinking.
Man, okay. 5K. You sure you don't want to try a mile, Brad? I know there's a mile in my area like a week after or 2 weeks after this date.
No,
Are you scared to run a mile?
I'm not scared of you.
You should be. I have been sprinting on my track. Can I start training without the shoes if I wear them barefoot?
Would you recommend that a new runner go out and run barefoot?
I mean, have you
No.
seen the have you read the book Born to Run?
Yeah.
I mean, that's what essentially it's saying, right?
Is that book relevant anymore?
I mean, it's as relevant as that you make it, right? I mean, I know it was a major like flashpoint in the running community, but now it's probably, I mean, just like anything. Like ask anybody, oh, have you recently read Running with the Buffaloes? You were like, well, no, I haven't. I don't even know what you're talking about there, which is one of the best books ever. What are you doing right now? Are you shopping?
I'm already shopping.
You son of a gun. I can't do it because I'm doing this on my phone.
I mean,
Have you found anything yet? Are you sick?
I got the worst allergies. It's awful.
I'm allergic to your face right now. That's for sure. I cannot wait. This is
I
going to
mean,
be
I'm already frustrated because I'm seeing all these shoes. I'm like, man, I want to get. Nope, can't do it.
because it's too much.
Yeah,
Like what?
like cool shoes that I want.
Brad, you're going to probably find a pair of super shoes for like $80.
I might go to the Nike outlets.
Ooh, that might be it. You can definitely find some bargains there, especially the pegs. I wonder if I can find the same bargains on Nike.com because I am a member. I'm a
Can't
member.
use it.
I didn't have to pay for it. It just gives me like access to like anybody can be a member.
If that's the case, I mean, you've tried to cheat all night.
It's not cheating. You can sign up to be a member. I have a sneakers app. Can I not look at that either?
You're not finding any cheap shoes in the sneakers app.
You're right about that. But maybe I'll win.
I'm going out first thing tomorrow. I'm going hard in the morning.
Can you buy me a pair of shoes that
No,
doesn't come out of my
no,
budget?
no,
Like and send them to me? I'll pay for the shipping.
no.
Come on, Brad.
The
Like
thing
what?
is, you've got like we're gonna have to like do quite a bit of planning. Like I'm already looking at running shorts,
I know. I'm gonna get some of those like $5 nothing but mesh shorts.
like we got in college.
Yeah.
They're like the military issued
Yes.
shorts, the softies.
Yeah. Those things are awful. And they're so short. Our chubby thighs are gonna eat those things alive.
Yep, $12.
That's expensive. That's 12%. I'll find
Okay.
something cheaper. Can
This
I mean, can I go to Running Etc. if they have shorts that are cheap on sale? Like on sale, I don't get extra.
yes.
Okay, but that's
You think
just
you're
for
gonna find them cheaper than 12.63?
Possibly. Um, Possibly. I'll find some. Brad, don't you discount my abilities to find cheap shit on the interwebs. I live for cheap shit. That's the only way I can buy anything. Is I'm a teacher.
Up to 25. I mean, this is going to be tough.
What do you mean up to 25? You have free shipping on up to 20. Like you have to spend
No, I'm
$25 to
just
get.
looking at I'm looking at running shirts.
Oh, I think I'm truly gonna go to the thrift store and buy a cotton shirt for $1.
I'm thinking like Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls.
Yeah, yeah. You could probably get some shoes there too. Sometimes they'll have a couple pairs of kicks.
Yeah, but the thing is, every day that you're not buying them, fitness gone.
That's true. I'm not going to be able to do anything tomorrow. Like I said, I'm not going to get
I
off
mean,
till 9.
this is a chess match.
It is. You're already fitter than I am, so I'm already playing catch up. So,
Yeah,
huh?
Jeremy, this is going to be a great challenge.
This is going to be a lot of fun. This is kickstarting this thing of ours again. Like sometimes we need life. We just need life to get us going like that. Just like
I can't see anything with your stupid background.
you. What you mean that book right there, Jane Eyre?
Well, this is it, Jeremy. That's the episode.
I
I'm
like it.
excited. This is going to be a good one.
I'm super excited about this, Bradford. We've got what 6 weeks? July, June, 7. No, we've got like 10 weeks. Are you still going to run the marathon, Brad?
But I don't know.
I don't
I'm
like
not going to
because
be able to run the marathon and do this challenge
that's true. You'll have to do double training. Well, you can't because you have to train only in what you buy.
and race it.
That's right. So you can go to grandma's and run in your $45 shoes.
It's not going to happen now. I mean, this has set the table for it's not happening.
So
This
are we,
challenge is more important than grandma's.
Brad? We spend so much money that we don't use on races. This is the second time
But
second
this is
time.
saving money.
It is because I don't have to buy a plane ticket and shit now. So
This is important.
this is
This is
important.
important to all the cheapskate runners out there.
Look,
This
you
is
can.
important to everybody that's out there that's looking to make a difference in their lives and start running. We're showing you it can happen under $100. Kicking ass.
Wow, I have not seen you this wound up, this on fire in ages, and I like it.
You should like it.
I like it.
All right, that's
All
it.
right, all right,
I got
Brett.
to get shopping.
So do I, my dude. So do I.
See you, bud.
See ya.
Hey,
Hey,
you're a cheapskate.
thanks. So are you. Love you.
Love you, bud.
Later.